Alright, here's another game I played with the Healy Keldeo deck, and in this opening hand we have a Chansey, which is probably my preferred starter for the deck, because it can absorb a hit, and then as soon as the Keldeo comes out, you know, it can get back to the bench and just enjoy the healing from Pokemon Center, as opposed to Keldeo taking that damage, and then he's active, and you know, if I don't get out a second Keldeo quick enough, he might have to endure the damage for a while. So this opening hand does not have an out to a Keldeo, barring Junipering it all away. And turn 1 Keldeo and energy drop is really important to me. So I'm just going to Ether, just to see if I can get an energy for an energy switch later. Attach the EV Light, drop Center, and see what we get off the Juniper. And we're going to get an Ultra Ball, so that'll allow me to get out of Keldeo. And what do I want to Ultra Ball away? Nothing too obvious to Ultra Ball away. I'll trash an energy. I guess that since I've got one in my hand and I have a Shirin for next turn. Looks like I decided to drop the Potion. Probably the least important of the healing cards. So I will get out Keldeo, will get out energy. And I'm going to pass the turn in case something wants to hit Chansey instead of Keldeo. Chansey does have an EV Light also, so that'll reduce damage further. Drops a Darkrai, drops a Dark, drops an EV Light. So what do we get? We had a I'm gonna Heavy Ball for a Blissey, draw an Ultra Ball. Go ahead and get that evolved, and Shirin for a couple cards. 2 Max Potions and a Skyla. Let's see, I could Ultra Ball for another Keldeo, but I don't really think I will. Unfortunately, I missed an energy drop there, but maybe we can recover from that later. On his side of the field, he's just got that Darkrai and the Dino active. Thinking about what to do. Could be one of these situations where you've got either a rare candy or a Hydreigon, and you don't know which, if you want to try to wait on it, or if you want to just maybe trash the hand with Juniper and get back some resource with Sableye or something like that. Lots of tough decisions you have to make when you're playing Darkrai Hydreigon, and looks like he actually just has Duelist, so I'm just spouting off nonsense. So he's going to evolve into the Stage 1, and he may or may not know that I have no real way to threaten a turn 2, or I guess even a turn 3 at this point, Secret Sword. So he does have a Juniper in hand, though. I was correct about that. And he's just going to drop a couple of guys and pass. I think he attached a Blend there, so top deck and energy, that's good. And what do I want a Skyla for? Maybe just a supporter, because I need an energy drop next turn. So I've got some good stuff in my hand, so I'll just keep Shirin. That way I can maintain my hand. That's pretty good. And digging in 3 cards, decent chance to draw an energy card that I need. So looks like he's got a fully powered Dark right now, and there's Hydreigon. So you can Dark Trance energy up, of course, and then he'll be able to Night Spear this turn. He actually goes ahead and plays in for me, and I don't hate this hand too much, as I've got another Keldeo, energy switch if I happen to get back into a Max Potion, and the water energy that I kind of needed. So I guess that's, you know, who knows, I could have played Shirin and then not drawn the water energy, and that would have been bad. So now I've got water energy in my hand, and all is good. We've got healing, and by virtue of the second Keldeo, I've got my Pokemon Center able to heal my active Keldeo, essentially. So AV Light, of course, is not going to work for Blissey. Only works for Chansey, as 5th Gen players know. One of the few cases where EV Light is actually being used properly in the TCG as it is in the video games. Anyway, moving some energies around, and Night Spears, and hits Keldeo as well. And see what order I want to do the healing here. So I'm going to go ahead and rush in with somebody, I'm sure. I'll go ahead and take the guaranteed healing, I guess. And Sopwell flips heads, so that'll heal Blissey up a little bit. Arguably, if I'd known I was going to flip heads, I should have just went ahead and rushed in, and then, you know, have been guaranteed to heal the damage off. So I don't know. I took the more safe healing route, I guess. But anyway, drop an EV Light on Keldeo, and that's big. EV Light plus healing is awesome. And I think I'm just going to be content to Secret Sword this turn. This is I'm not sure this is is this post plasma? I think it's post plasma. I'm not even sure anymore. Anyway, I do have another Pokemon Center to counter a Verbank, although of Darkrai variants, Hydreigon's probably the one that is the least likely to run Verbank, so yeah. So he's going to Dark Trance some energy around. It looks like he may be going for Mewtwo this turn. So See if he retreats into that and goes in for a big Mewtwo swing. I don't think it's going to be able to knock out Keldeo though, because I do have... Oh, he's just going to max potion. Alright, that's a good option as well. So Darkrai Hydreigon also has healing, but its healing comes from item cards as opposed to stuff that's already on the field. So unless he uses Sableye, his healing is going to be limited, whereas mine I can use continually, although it's a little bit weaker than just fully healing an EX. So he's going to X-Ball for 120, and I do have Skyla, so I can get Gold Potion, heal up with Blissey, so there's a couple of ways I can mostly negate that damage. I'll go ahead and throw Ether out there anyway, flip heads on Soft Boiled, and now I'm at only 100 damage on me. So that makes me sort of interested in maybe using a Skyla for Gold Potion to wipe that damage off the board, except for 10 damage, but which actually is kind of notable because, of course, Keldeo has odd HP, well, you know, odd HP in multiples of 10, and Mewtwo swings for even amounts. But I think I'm going to decide to Skyla for Gold Potion, and that's exactly what I do. Go ahead and get that healing up. I can also go ahead and double rush in, which I should probably do to heal off that last 10 with the Pokemon Center, and that is indeed what I do. Alternately, I could have just healed off the Blissey, but, you know. I'd rather Mewtwo have less, need one more energy to one-shot my Keldeo. So he's going to Level Ball, and he's got a full bench, so I guess it's just the burn a card / be ready if something goes down. I don't know. And let's see, I think he's got one energy on the Darkrai. It's sort of tough for me to see. But looks like he may be going back to the Darkrai route. I do have a catcher if I want to take the KO on the Mewtwo. But generally, you want to try to swing on the guy who's got the energy in Darkrai Hydreigon and remove their energy from play. And he's just going to put up Sableye, so we're probably going to see take a turn to kick back and Junk Hunt. Can be a pretty effective thing to do mid-game. And let's see what he might want to Junk Hunt for. Maybe a Max Potion, since I'm not really going to be able to one-hit KO his guys. Max Potion is going to be pretty effective. And we'll wait and see what he does. Or he could be a fool and use Confuse Ray, which would accomplish absolutely nothing. But so I'm sure he'll Junk Hunt. Yep, there's Max Potion and a Dark Patch. Probably the best two cards you could have picked. And there's a Chansey. I do have a Heavy Ball, so we can get out a second Bliss next turn. I'll just go ahead and heal that one up. It's on the bench that took that initial Night Spear. And yeah, well, gonna go ahead and Heavy Ball and see what's in the deck. Probably should have saved that for next turn, just in case, you know, I get end tier. But I guess I'm just gonna throw down another Chansey. And what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Max Potion that. At this point, I've got a couple energy cards on both my Keldeo, so I don't think I'm gonna want to Max Potion them too much. I get an EV Light on my other Keldeo, which is kind of good. I'm going to actually be able to knock out that Mewtwo. He didn't heal it after I catcher it up, of course. So there's two prizes, and I think that may have had a little bit of energy on the board. But anyway, he drops a Shaman EX, which this is probably not the turn you want to drop Shaman EX, unless he's got a Blend in the hand to attack with it. If you drop Shaman EX, you typically want to attack with it that turn. But furthermore, even if he did attack with it this turn, I've got a Keldeo up. I've got another Keldeo that's just going to be able to rush in and deal with the Shaman if he even does attack with it. So, see if he just goes for Night Spear here. See, I've taken two prizes, so I believe that puts Shaman at 30 plus 60, 90. So with the EV Light, that actually wouldn't win at KO. So it's a little bit preemptive on that. And what happens when you put down a Shaman a little bit too early? Well, we'll see in a minute after I heal up Keldeo some. That's what this deck does, of course. So enjoyable to do. We're going to Skyla and check what he's got in the field. Make sure that thing isn't EV lighted. They sort of changed a thing now where the energy looks like it goes over the tool. So I just had to check and make sure it wasn't EV lighted. I could have used Potion there, but I don't think I am too big a threat to be KO'd, so I'll just save that for another time. Take two prizes off the Shaman EX. And let's see what he's got now. I got a couple more healing cards out of the prizes, so that's good things to have. May want to get into those later. You know, if I get into low cards, you know, drawing some healing cards off end is something that this deck kind of appreciates. So, you know, I got healing on the board, and more healing in the hand is, of course, always appreciated as well. You know, I've already got my energy in play. It's going to stay in play as long as he doesn't go hammers on me, which isn't too likely given that it's a Hydreigon build with Darkrai. I don't think I've seen too many Hydreigon decks that also include hammers, although certainly you could. Alternate ways to beat out your opponent are always worth consideration, at least. And I've got 2 prizes left, so he may as well, you know, sacrifice a one prize guy and then make me have to take a 7th prize, essentially. Looks like he got like an Eviolite, and I kind of missed what it was there. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and accept that prize. And I'm loading up my other Keldeo now that I see I've got a catcher in hand. I believe I only need 1 more water energy, and I can deal 150 and knock out that Hydreigon. So if he doesn't end me down to 1, then that is probably what I plan to do, assuming I draw an energy off my next 4 cards, including Shiren. Actually, he just goes ahead and benches another Sableye, which is probably not recommended, as now it's certainly a catcher for the game, as opposed to me at least needing 1 more water energy. But he's just going to Night Spear here, and deal 10 damage. I'm just going to Max Potion that just to laugh it off. And Pokemon Center, and am I going to go ahead and try for the energy? I will. Okay, go ahead and get the energy. So looks like it wouldn't really have mattered if he had benched that Sableye or not. I'm just going to take down the Hydreigon, because we don't like Hydreigon on this channel. And that will be the game. So 6-0 of the Darkrai Hydreigon deck. I don't know. I guess he got a decently decent game. Not too dead drawy. He did get Hydreigon out, got multiple Darkrai's, but the healing proved to be too much in this game. So thanks for watching, and later days.